Oh! Okay. Whoa. Hey, wait! Oh! 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 Yeah!
Damned phantom thieves.
Okay. I had myself muted for the first 7 seconds because I was getting myself ready. Stream's up, which is good. Can't find my phone though, which is less good.
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
I wonder if anybody would like to be able to show up. Most people are busy today, so I might be streaming for this myself. But hey, as long as I have it archived, I'm happy. It's always more fun when you have people to talk to, though. BUT, I'm looking at you. 4 more days until the festival, and hopefully
Well
we still
then,
get the Akechi
next up
event.
is Takamaki-san, and you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been
You
doing
long
it
time
so
no see. What's
far.
up, Joey? How's it been?
Oh yeah, right.
Those
Oh,
are the
did Joey hop
instructions
in?
the detectives
It's
gave
always
us.
good to see him.
Just don't say more than is necessary, and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida? You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group.
You still play Weird Kirby.
Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are
Wait,
associated
is Joey
with
even
this
in
school?
chat? This seems backwards, just reading the chat. Regardless.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
I don't think
Seems
anybody
we
ever
all
gets
ask
used
the
to
same
police
questions.
questioning. People
That's
did,
how
it'd
they
be
get
concerning,
you.
though.
They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Well, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
No need.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary? No way. I feel like he's gonna show up in my nightmares. That emotionless voice.
Don't worry, I'll deal with him later.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is. I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular, too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school.
So, I've decided to have you three second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is
It
to stay
wouldn't
on the
be
defensive.
surprising if
But we
Yusuke
won't
got
make
the most
progress at this
questioning
rate.
since
Let's try and
people
figure
know
out who
him.
the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
Thanks to being the exact pupil of Madarame himself. They actually do crack down much harder, which I do like. So I just can't leave on these days, which isn't the worst thing ever, but still, big goof.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Then...
Since we basically just have time to waste, may as
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Execution. No breathing.
What's going on?
Do you know this one?
Please do not do math with me. I mean, I'm not going to say it. 20 watts? Okay, fine. Anyways. Oh, is that actually... Oh, I get it now. Four plus 9 is equal to 12. That's 3. Yeah. God, I hate math.
This is it.
Correct.
Yeah. $20 million. Fun.
Nice going!
I feel like math has killed somebody before. Probably more people. That's another thing I have to look up now. Has math ever killed somebody? Come on, when there's an entire scientific field based around it, somebody had to do something that's textbook math and kill them. Right? Right, doggy? I'm not crazy, right? Okay, you don't have to rub it in.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
We're gathering information too. You know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
You know, it actually makes sense
Criminal
that so many people
profiling?
called for Akechi
The
if
acts
they
of
were
thievery
specifically trying to
committed by
get
the
as many
Phantom
people from
Thieves
the
are
police
mere
force as
fakes.
possible to find them.
And their true goal
So
is
just statistically,
murder?
it makes sense.
Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a
Oh,
warm-up?
hey, Wings, you. Good to see you back.
So now they're accusing us of
Sorry
being a
about
bunch
the
of
fucking
killers.
tune bullying. I did not expect that.
So effing stupid.
I'm gonna
Damn
guess
it.
you just don't have the gems. I will tell you this: Eldritch is the second most expensive deck in that
We
game,
have the
so
results.
I understand you
First
wanting to
place
play as one of
is
the easier
Goro
decks,
Akechi.
but I still feel
What?
very bad for you.
Akechi.
What are you so surprised
I-
for? We've been mentioning
I
him
knew
this
that
whole
he
time.
was going to play tunes. I just didn't expect
Seriously?
you to.
Not some
End up with a
singer
bad
or
situation.
an idol?
Yes.
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
But no, seriously.
Everyone's counting the
Yeah, I
results.
understand
Can we just
like
make 'em
what
up?
you were going for with
We
the
don't have to
cards,
get
because
'em.
there are a lot of classics, and
People will
classics
figure
are
that
nice.
out. He won by
But
a
you do have to realize the
landslide.
power level of Yu-Gi-Oh itself has
I
just
knew
changed to
people
such
would
an
vote for
absurd
him,
degree.
but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
So are you a returning player, or...?
Yes, and I am used to MTG.
Okay. I feel like a lot of players are from Magic the Gathering, because, you know, new online card game simulator, and it's free, so people who are used to online card simulators are probably
Not
going
returning.
to want to join it more, you know? Yeah, not returning. Like I said, when you said the MTG thing, it makes sense, because, once again, MTG has had a card simulator for a long
Yeah.
time now. Well, you've just got it. They're definitely very different games. It's what happens when you don't have a mana system. It's a unique game, because the two things that make Yu-Gi-Oh unique, and what almost any of the actual people who've been around for a long time with that specific type of game, it's heavily interactive.
Very different.
Yeah, it's heavily interactive. It's much faster paced. And the lack of a mana system means that there's more creativity in how you can build your deck. You kind of just, put together whatever you really want. Sure, there'll always be a meta. That's with any card game, no duh. But has its own intricacies. I was actually shuffling cards while I was saying all that. I'm just a card game nerd in general, so I can understand the appeal. The one thing I will say about this hack game is it was built for hardcore fans, so people who are just trying to play it because it's cool is they've been getting beaten down, and I'm always worried that they're trying to basically kill off the new fan
Not that
base.
much faster than how I build my MTG decks.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Yeah, I've always loved Yu-Gi-Oh! For its purely interaction-based thing, because both players' turns matter so much thanks to traps cards.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi
Besides
had
things
this to
like,
say.
Counterspell,
Even though my
I don't think
opinion
there's
has been
that
met
many
with
cards you
criticism,
really use on your
I've held
standard
fast
magic.
that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the
I
recent
do realize I
series of
haven't played it
suspicious deaths is
competitively
unrelated to their
for
actions.
a long time.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
So, thank you for stopping by. You just here to hang out? I don't mind. And like I said, if you ever need any tips, just ask, because, like I said, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For way too long, man. Like, most of my life. At this point, I've become so hyper-competitive, it just is natural for me.
Okay.
A good example is, you're running Outlet, which, I will tell you this, it's not the greatest deck inside the OCG by itself. It's basically meta in Master Duel because, the main format of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is called matches.
At your phone like
you know, best 2 out of 3.
Are you going through a breakup?
And we usually have a side deck, which is 15 cards. And we put those cards in between matches. Master Duel doesn't have that, so a lot of the things like Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, everything that blows up back row, we don't have in our side deck to just put it in when we fight an Eldritch deck, and that's used to be why they're not the greatest. So they're really good, now that they don't have to worry about getting all of their back row blown up every turn. Really handy.
You're trying to show off. Don't get cocky, kid. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
That sounds like a Plat 1 strat.
And here I thought the Big D meme was already enough for that. Now Plat 1 strat's
My
coming
friend
back
said to try it to counter my misplays.
Trap decks are usually much easier than most decks, but you still do have to have a general understanding of it. A good example I notice is you are very hasty with your traps. You like to use them immediately. Let me just tell you this. You want to wait. As much as you can wait, you always use your traps at the last possible moment. And exclusively because using them early gives away what they are. I do feel like you could have won that match against the Toons thanks to Skill Drain slowing him down, if you would have thought things through a bit more. Also, your trap lineup is just... it needs improvement, so a lot of it wasn't even your fault, it was just a deck. So, I'm happy that you came up with, like, or you're using a deck that actually can be played competitively, because that means you can get better at the game with something like that. A good example is Mirror Force. Mirror Force sounds like a really good card, and it used to be a really good card. Nowadays, so many things are immune to destruction, you want to use things that go around that. The reason I brought up Quaking Mirror Force during that duel, it's a card that turns every face-up card face-down defense position, and it can't be flipped face-back up. He already had most of his monster zones filled. He was not immune to that. If you had that in your deck instead, you actually could have, like, shut him down and made your plays freely. Anyways, moving on. I wonder when people, like, watch my Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, and if they're just wondering what the actual heck. What is all this? Because it's weird. To us, people who've been playing the game for so long, it all comes naturally, but a lot of people will watch our streams, all that, and be like, I don't understand one thing that is going on.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
there's my bots. Where would
Wrong
I ever
today.
be without my bots? Is this the same guy as always? Just,
When have you played against the Big D? He is Curvilly's toughest opponent so far.
That's a running joke. If you stick around in his chat, you'll know to love it. Oh shit, I can actually finally leave my house. Freedom! And the only thing I can do is go over to Iowa. Maybe there's a postcard? Now that I know to check that every time.
The bots seem to have a different name every time.
Do they? But they always say the same thing.
I work at a gas station named Big D.
That's amazing. Also, of course, they would have stopped selling the fucking Fantasy cards at this point. Damn, my postcards. Just on the side, wow. Do I have Hunko on me? Sure. No, I don't even have a hang on me at all. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go over and get my fortune read. Make things easier.
The postcards stopped being available after Okamura's death.
I mean, it makes sense. Why would they be available afterwards? Now that I think about it, no, this isn't the first game where you literally end up basically dying, because Persona 2 is a thing, right? Because I was about to say, is Ren the only Persona protag that technically overcame death? Because that is part of the Fool's journey. In the Fool's journey, the Fool overcomes death and then eventually takes the world. But you don't really overcome death in P3, you accept it, and 4 is... No, you do overcome death, because that is what Izanami herself represents. Okay. I don't know much about P1, so I don't know about P1. P1, I don't know, P2, basically the secondary protag dies and then the entire secondary protag thing happen after the time reset, so that's a bit of a weird case. P3, you don't overcome death, and that's probably the reason you never get the world. P4, or you fight death itself and win, hence they're getting the world persona. And then P5, there's literally the entirety of the pancakes. Bit of a weird thing to bring up, but I like looking at the Arcana and its symbolism, symbolism, especially in the game that is all about Arcana and its symbolism. Now that I think about it, I think I just like...
I have only read the P1 manga. It's supposed to be the best way to experience the story according to many.
You know what? I'll give it a shot then. But, two things about me. I love going in too deep with things, and I love card games. Probably why I like Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to go in way too deep with it, and it's a card game.
I will too.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough of talking about Arcana cards. Please be careful. Don't worry, I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry.
Oops. Wrong button. There it is.
What shall we do?
The fourth person joins directly after to talk about Arcana. I mean, I can't be the only person who's like always been interested in that kind of stuff, right? It's just such an interesting concept that just a couple of playing cards would have such a great element.
What do you think?
Truth be told, I don't even know all of the 22 major arcana.
There is a really cool Arcana-related thing being set up in Royal and Strikers, by the way, probably for the next P5 game.
I think I only know like 19 of the 22, I might be missing like 3. And I barely know any of the -6s.
I can't talk about it just yet, due to spoilers.
Okay. Wait a minute. Ah, damn, I forgot to check. Oh wait, no, it's the Faith Arcana. What am I thinking? I forgot to check, I already forgot a name. Need to get everyone memorized. I had all the original memorized. Should be... here is Cassidy. Faith, yeah. I was about to be like, I forgot her Arcana.
Good. New ones are Faith and Consular.
Yeah. I knew, Meraki was Counselor. That was kind of obvious. Like, I would have guessed that even without, like, ever seeing it. But, guess to me, I kind of completely forgot. So even in the minor arcana, is Hope an arcana at all, or is that just something unique to Strikers? Oh crap, oh shit. Hitting that button made it to where I actually went over into the next event. Whoopsie, buttons were pushed. I mean, this is great. Oh god, if I would have known that, it would have just forced me into the next event by using the frickin' fortune telling. I would have brought help out. Whoopsie.
I don't remember seeing Hope outside of Strikers, but it's been a while since I've touched the previous entries of the series.
I mean, I doubt that Hope would have been in any of the other SMT games, because even if it was part of the Arcana, it would have been a minor Arcana, which usually they don't go into. It's a weird one. I think it would make more sense of because it's not exactly a person, and that's why they would have their own unique Arcana to them. But who knows, maybe I am wrong, and Hope Arcana is just a thing, and just is underrepresented.
I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Have to do something.
Take your
I
time,
sent you
buddy.
some pictures of the fully finished deck box. When you get the time, tell me what you think.
Oh, did you send them on Discord?
I can hold on.
Sorry.
Yo.
All right.
Later.
Fully sent now.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy. I'll pop that up right here, because I'm just waiting for something to happen. Our mascot, Wumpus, was originally treated as a character with no friends. Yeah, that's fitting. Why did you put subscribe on the bottom, you piece of Death. All I feel is death.
That's the top.
I really like how Junk Karibo looks on this thing. It looks like a bootleg fucking dual box if I've ever seen one, but I love it. Anyways. Am I forgetting something?
It's made completely out of paper.
Yeah, no, that's like the only thing
Very
I was...
sturdy.
If it was like made out... I doubt you could print out cardboard, but if that was made out of cardboard, that would have been great. Hurry up and end the world. Did that just say go go Detective Pikachu?
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning
It's made
anything
good of
about work
cardstock.
in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake.
Like big paper.
Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
It's fair.
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Or really thin cardboard.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to
I
hear
wonder
that
if like
suggestion coming
Yu-Gi-Oh!
from you,
uses
Makoto.
a special type of cardboard or
Did
if
you
it's
see
just
his
generic.
press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom
I mean, the
Thieves
anime
stood
seems
out
to have
me.
some special kind. Seriously,
There
those things
is
are
more
thrown
to
as
this.
weapons that
I
fucking
think
break
he
guns.
said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still,
seem to still
there will
die
be so
immediately
many
in
other
water.
students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
By the love of God, invite the husbando.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
We're gonna get some water.
I'm good.
I want to drink, but nothing
Whatever
fancy.
he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on. How are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
I am back.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please?
Okay, now that I have tasted the taste of hydration, I feel better.
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Don't worry,
Now's no
he's
time to be
only
petty.
going to, you
Just
know,
think of him
be
as
a
a
friendly
source of
friend.
intel, nothing
A
more.
friendly friend.
Water.
I have a response
What
already.
whore?
He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
I love how I left directly when they got back. Hey, Alum, can you, like, put how to pronounce your name in the chat? Don't mean to be rude there, but it kind of feels like it was something I should do.
Huan-ong.
Like immediate die, bots! That's the last one for Fortune, right? Okay. Well, now that I know that the freaking
What shall we do?
I'll try. I need to look for some sort of phonetic form.
phonetic form? Okay.
Here we go.
Because seriously, I've thought about just calling you AA at this point because it's just like I don't want to mispronounce the name.
What do you think?
Okay, it didn't change at that time. Interestingly, Sub-Zero would go up. So let's go ahead and finish you first. Just make sure that you would be finished. Regardless, I already have a thing for you.
Yes.
That's another confidant down. There's so many of them, I still feel like I got
It's not just like that, man.
Now. I do a phone consultation with them from time to time, and they're all very cheerful. That goes for my fortune teller customers as well. I've been getting thanked a lot more lately, even by the people who get bad fortunes. Particularly when I tell them they can alter their fate.
Is it like Adnan? Adnan sounds too easy. But then again, maybe that's the point. I mean, if I could pronounce it right, it would be better than me just saying AA. AA Zeus.
They sound a bit different, but Adnan is acceptable.
Alright, Adnan is what I'll do then. Easy enough for me to remember, too. Adnan. Okay.
That's very true. All I used to say before was that they were going to face misfortune. I had a best friend in the town I used to live in. She was the first person I read a fortune for. When she started avoiding me, I read the fortune of our fate. It was a terrible result. But I prayed that it would somehow work out. However, that never happened. That's when I started to believe that fate couldn't be changed. No surprise though, right? Because I didn't take action on my part to try and change it. I haven't talked to her in years. Maybe I'll try contacting her sometime. Yeah, you're right. Oh, could this be?
I mean, I've tried contacting people from my past, and it's actually worked out pretty great.
The power of conviction is amazing. Her fate and mine are connected. I will no longer be swayed by names like Monster or Maiden. I am simply a fortune teller who provides advice to people with broken spirits, so that they will have conviction and face their future without getting pushed around by fate. That's the fate I've chosen for myself. Thank you. Now, it's your turn to speak. What would your conviction
Atlas seem to be announcing something 2 days from now. It's not Persona related though.
Sorry.
It's my turn to speak,
I used fortune telling to find out
Reveal your true
identity.
form.
I couldn't help but think that you
Face.
had something to do with the chairman's confession.
The only thing I ever
Then I
said.
discovered that you're the trickster who causes a sensation in the world. It was the same card as the figure who helped me take down the chairman. It finally struck home for me.
Atlas seems to be announcing something 2 days from now. It's not to say it. Yeah, I've seen that, and people are speculating that it's like, hey, it's a Persona thing, but they just don't want to say it out loud. It's not. It's good when companies are allowed to spread their feed. Though, seeing how long it takes for people to make games these days, people always are sad when you make something that isn't from your famous series. Kind of like a Nintendo Direct without a Smash reveal.
I got you good, didn't I? But I don't care what your true identity is. As long as you're around, I can always be my true self.
Yes.
So, it's fine. Only... the fate of the Phantom
I like when they try
Thieves
other stuff,
is
Catherine.
rather
1-3
unclear.
Sentinels were cool.
The Arcana is set in a tricky position.
I mean,
You can
Catherine
almost
was
say it's
basically
facing
a
both
beta
heaven
for
and
fucking
hell.
Persona
This
5.
is the first
so.
time I've ever seen anything like
That
it.
one I don't think was really spreading their wings too much. But I do like that they ended up coming out with a re-release version of it, and the re-release version I genuinely love by itself. Don't worry, I'm only going to die.
There's no time to be worried. We must take action in order to change fate, right?
Anyway, I've been up for too
I'll
long
be by
today.
your
See you
side.
later, bro.
As the fortune teller who changes fate,
Even something old like
I will
Devil
guide
Survivor,
you
they
so
make
you
some
can
interesting
avoid
stuff.
misfortune.
Now that would be interesting. And I guess you have been
See you
up,
later,
Monkey,
Mark.
haven't you? You've just been all around the place. Have a good night, buddy.
Bye, Adnan. Goodbye.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath.
Good. Bye,
Thy
Ling.
bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of fortune, granting thee infinite power.
When I did my New Game Plus run through inside of the original Persona, I got all of the confidants done by like Akumura's palace. So like, on one hand, I'm happy that they have a crap ton more confidants. On the other hand, I'm more worried that I might miss one, and that would be sad. I'm trying my best though. Also, special bond reading. What in the heck does this mean? Like, no, can somebody actually explain this to me? What does that mean? What? Noni?
This is kinda useless.
It is? Her final one's useless. That makes no sense to me. Hey, can somebody explain this?
All right. All right.
I mean, hey, that's pretty good. Ah, here we go. Thank you, video game. I'm glad you heard me. Choosing
Just
special...
highlights best choice for the confidant and doesn't do it the one time you need it most.
Really? Oh,
Best dialogue choice.
Okay. You know what? That's pretty cool. If it... I mean, I've already memorized every single one of the old Confidants ones because of how many times I've done this, if you're wondering how I keep getting the answers right for these immediately. The new ones, Maruki was kind of obvious. I don't know if I've been doing that great with Katsumi. And Akashi, I kind of just felt like he was more of a rival character. So I gave rivalry results and it worked out well. Some answers may still change the nature of your relationships. I mean, it's really cool, and I would think that would be pretty useful if it wasn't for the fact that I already know this.
What a strange sequence the cards were in when I read the fortune about your true identity. Several cards with strong personalities gathered around the trickster. It's quite improbable. It was almost as if it were trying to connect them together. You
Yeah,
either
that's
have
my goal.
amazing charisma, or you're a trouble magnet.
Well, my charisma is maxed out, if you have to
The
know.
verification tests are over, but don't forget about me, okay? Please, visit again sometime. Goodbye!
Don't worry, you're still going to take plenty of my money in the future.
Your logic with Akechi is great, you should be able to avoid the inconvenient thing.
Good morning. Well...
That is really weird, though, that it wouldn't, like... Okay, you've already told me that the concerning one is a dialogue option with him. Which is cool. Like, there's only one-time dialogue options that really mattered in these games outside of Confidant. So having an important one with him is kind of not nice. But the fact that you have a skill that specifically tells you what to do and you're telling me it doesn't work on him is kind of a big oof.
No.
I'm still so hoping we get the second best moment and with him. Seriously, the octopus ball. It is like the best thing for him. Easily.
Hey.
The choices I was referring to are in dialogues which don't have points in any option, but they're essential for something later on.
Oh, I see, I see.
Oh, yes.
You know, it's weird. For a counselor, it seems like he always had social anxiety. Then again, I always wanted to be a counselor. I wonder if it's just when you have a hard time with your life, if you want to try and help others psychologically, so you learn how to do it. I'm just gonna have to be thinking about Haruki this entire playthrough now. Anyways, what's the freaking question? From a psychological standpoint, what are the key reasons for our memories for reality? Forgetfulness, memory bias, memory bias.
This is it. Right.
I know people whose entire reality seem to be nothing but memory bias.
Nice going.
I have to go, so have a nice rest of your day.
Oh, okay. Running out of people already. Oh well. Have a great rest of your nights, guys.
Bye, Wing.
Can't wait to see you again. Had a nice big group. Well, I'm glad you're still here. It's big brain time. You know,
hey!
Now that I think about it, that's amazing. Everyone's going to have your eyes on you. Now, this statistically was a horrible idea. A most studious disguise. Well, I'm glad I got the trophy, but just for where we are in the story, getting the top scorer actually is the single worst idea I possibly could have had. Everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now. How? Cops in the school? You're making a mad bit tongue-tied, boy. Whoopsie.
As long as the guy behind Joker doesn't report the cat, they should be fine.
As it's constantly sticking out of the bag. You know what? That's fun. That's a good idea. Please.
Welcome home.
Please! Yes! Victory! They kept it! They kept it in! Yeah, baby! That's what we were waiting for! That's what I'm talking about! Oh my god! Honey, I'm home!
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Yes! I was so scared that they wouldn't have
Take a
it.
look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a
Pancakes,
difference of opinion.
you're still my
Representative
pancakes.
Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people
so
say
you
our
didn't say
country
your
is
comment?
lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me.
There's
The
tears in
selfish
my eyes
criminals
for that.
enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is,
Every good pancakes moment from base game is still there, so it will be cool.
we must
Okay,
resolve
so
this problem.
does that mean we have the octopus
And I
ball?
assure
Yes!
the people of
Okay,
this noble
we have the
country
two
that
best
I
moments.
will do
I am
just
so
that.
happy. Like, okay, the Honey I'm Home moment is just by far one of the best moments in general, but the reason I love the
What are you
octopus ball
standing there
moment
staring off
specifically
into space
is it shows off
Creeping
Akechi and
out.
everything that I think he is. Just his perfect fucking I'm going to make sure I keep my figure up no matter what attitude, while literally probably screaming, I fucking hate all of you, I will murder you in his head in pure pain and agony. Just seeing him try to keep his composure during that is so perfect. Like, it's like you can see what's going on in his head, but not for a single second does he ever let it go through.
Standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature. If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs. I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
I literally just got top grades. I am the king of Big Brain. Do you think this man can outsmart me? 'Cause he can! He can. Just kidding.
I am not saying anything for a very noble reason.
Okay, I believe you. Just doing your best to keep your mouth shut. Sometimes that's the best option, but one people hardly take. Profound sadness. Why it's not?
Sorry I got disconnected for a sec.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's a big oof. Okay. So nothing with Sotro. Let's see. What can we do tonight? It's Monday, right? Alright, Monday. We could take somebody to the jazz club, but who? Other than that, the only stat I need to get up is guts, which I need for Iowa. But the thing with that is, Iowa doesn't have a Mementos mission, so I can do him at any time. It's not like with Ifumi where I wanted to get her done as soon as possible, because the next time I go to Mementos I want to take care of her, mission. Iowa gets shit done himself.
You'll have slightly extra time for EY later on too.
Okay, that's good to hear. So I don't have to worry about guts right now. So I guess I just take somebody to the jazz club, right? Because what else would I do? All my other stats except for guts are maxed out. I can't talk to anybody.
Twins.
Oh, right, twins! I finally have a free day for that, don't I? Man, I've been wanting to do twins forever. Having a day where I don't have to do anything means I can finally do that. I mean, I know they don't really give me anything for it, but hey, the interactions are something I've been dying to see. I love this work. And in fact, I probably would have made it my waifu if that was legally allowed. you do.
What are you gonna do today?
Now,
What'll you do? Oh.
Doing all twins interactions also unlocks an interaction with a certain someone later on.
And I would be surprised if it's not who I think. And any interactions with her is great. It was actually one of the things I absolutely loved about Strikers, just getting more interactions with her.
guide me, inmate.
Guide me, inmate. It's cute. You've already explained to me, like, that they can just choose to be seen. This still just seems concerning. I'm quite disappointed.
There is also an interaction of a difference with her in New Game Plus, which is Extreme Pain.
Wait. Interaction with her, Extreme Pain. They gave her a boss fight, didn't they? A boss fight that is Extreme Pain. You've been talking about it in all the other
of a different
games. And then the twins have their boss fight in New Game Plus. And the game continues on after she's already She totally has one, doesn't she? Oh shit. That explains some things.
You can have a full 9/9 stats person and you will still die.
I mean, I thought the game would have expected you to have 99% personas for a fight like that. Though it sounds like if you do it right, you know, full team, all your stats have 99. What you probably would have by your second playthrough with, you know, one of your personas, which that just sounds correct. Doesn't sound too hard. I mean, the main difficulty of the twins fight is just dealing enough damage to keep them out of their insta-kill and then killing them both at the same time. And the problem was, if you didn't kill one of them, or, you know, if you didn't kill both of them at the same time, they would just revive each other. Lanza can't really revive herself. Like, regardless of how hard she is, if you're able to deal enough DPS out, I would imagine you could just go right through it. Don't even have to worry about multi-targeting attacks.
She is still levels above the twins, trust me.
Okay. I mean, seeing here I was able to do the twins by myself in the last game, having like a full-on, all-out fight sounds great. Well then, the time is 2 minutes. Get started. Begin! Do you doubt me? I have literally killed this thing by myself. Monica's the diner stomach will suffer its own Big Bang? Would you care to try it? I'm not gonna be that cocky. Failing to join the Clean Plate Club is a great offense. I need to keep that line. That is a great line.
Okay.
Get to the rehabilitating. Nom. Oh god, I forgot I already ate one beforehand.
Listen up.
No breaks, work that job. This is great. Do his eyes look dead to you? I am completely dead inside. Just gets a game over in the middle of a fucking free time event. This is the greatest plan. Dies. I'm literally just imagining that thing inside of the inside of his stomach now, and literally just his entire belly is like fucking hamburger. Justine, are you trying to kill me? Probably. This is great. You know, just having these events in general feels like a reward in itself. I've always wanted more with these two. People have called my like a freaking belly a black hole, but in all honesty, I still think I would need like 2 other people to be able to finish off something like that in 30 minutes. I could probably take it. Hit like the.
They have some great interactions, so do them if you get time.
Yeah. Nah, it's more just because they're humans. People do stupid things just for the sake of living. I am the peak of all humanity. Oh god, what the hell would happen if these... You two literally combined hardly make up the size of the burger. Hey, person. Okay, so they can't see it. Okay, so they can't just materialize themselves so that others see them. They just don't want to be seen by your team. But random fucking store attendants, that's good. Oh, that's real nice. Wait, no, they're falling for it. Wait, we didn't even... a definitive spaceship. This is great.
Well, we didn't experience any of the wonders of space, but at least the taste was passable. You seemed much more excited by the toy than the taste anyway. Shut up! I saw you eating around those pickle things or whatever they are, Justine. That wasn't food from this Earth. It was clearly a alien spawn of some sort. What? Is this true?
Fucking hell. There are tears in my eyes. This has to be one of the best things in this entire game.
I see. Well, they didn't taste bad.
Wait, they actually have
What
fucking...
are they? I ate all of mine, you know.
They actually have
Caroline.
fucking little
We're getting off
friendship
track.
event things pop out. Oh my god, that's so
Well,
cute.
at any rate, we've determined that hamburgers are incapable of conveying the majesty of space. While the toy spaceship helped to soften the blow, there's no denying the truth. Now we will formally acknowledge the completion of your task. Here is your reward.
Thanks. Oh wow, multiple.
You better work just as hard next time. We know about all sorts of locations that would aid your rehabilitation. I'm still taken aback by the truth. Your world is absolutely full of these shop places. For a reasonable fee, nearly every desire can be fulfilled, all as if it were nothing. That does sound interesting. I believe it
Reasonable
may
fee
merit
is a
further
little
research.
bit of a stretch, but
Anyways,
yeah,
good
basically
work,
anything
inmate.
you could ever
Your
desire
final task
is yours
for
with
today
money.
is to escort us back to the Velvet Room. Let's move.
Well, seeing how it's 5 steps away, why not? Yeah, no, if I manage to complete the rest of the Confidants whenever I have free time, I'm definitely doing
The
Twins from
festival
now
seems
on.
to be a success.
I would take that
There's
up over getting
definitely
new
a lot
moves,
more
because
people
that's
than
just...
last year.
All of them are even close
Well,
to that
yeah.
good. Holy shit.
Famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
I haven't laughed that hard since the fucking
may
Akechi
be
trying
police
to hide
officers in
himself
plain
from the
clothes,
public, so he
too.
had to look like you've seen.
They probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going
That
to
wasn't
be
even the
important.
best one.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
I mean, it was only the first one. How could it be the best? I mean,
Look around
it's
at
a
the
good first
exhibits
impression.
and
They hooked
eat
me
stuff?
immediately.
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach. I know that.
There's a possibility that both your names have come up during the course of the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day, too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This will be a great change of pace from all the nasty
Okay,
stuff
so I know
lately.
it's like
Shall we
a
head
real
out to the
thing
stands, then?
where they hold. I know this is a bit further back. I know it's like a real thing where in Japan, and they do have those boards that like show the test scores for everybody. But like, I wonder, are they separated by grade, or is it just like an overall whoever had the highest test scores will be on the top of the board? Because, in all honesty, like, if it's not separated by grade, that's a big oof if the first year has a higher than the third year's. No, am I the only one who thinks that? I was bringing this up because I was about to say, hey, I wonder how frickin' Makoto feels about
Its
having...
highest scores from what I have seen in my country.
Yeah, not separated by grade. Yeah, if that's the case, then I wonder how Makoto feels about going from having the highest test score, whereas to having me, of all people, just fucking take it over. Because it is stated that she has the highest beforehand. Well, she seems happy about it. Regardless.
Guys who say stuff like that tend to get all excited when they go, you know.
To the refreshment stand! I know a great one. Follow me.
Stay calm and wait for the takoyaki ball.
This is the place.
It's a bit of a mechanic. Getting highest scores actually boosts confidence points for certain characters.
I'll show you all to your seats.
Makoto being one of them.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, ain't
Well,
that
I
something?
guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
So I guess she is happy with having it taken over.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Also, Makoto is in a different year, so I think her list would be different.
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
we sold
that's
our
why I
last
was
normal
bringing up the
one
fact
to
like,
previous
do they have a different list, or is it it's out of nowhere? Do we like
Well,
overtake it completely?
I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of Codro.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
Jesus!
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, I thought by grade you meant B, C. My bad.
Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing
It is kind
Kamoshida
of
being
weird
almost
that
treated like a
grades
victim
refer
makes
to
me
both
want to
letter
keep my stress
grading
away.
and,
I've even heard
know,
conjecture that the principal was
yearly
targeted
grading.
for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi
no,
guy agree to show up here
finals
because
are
he
based
believes
off
we didn't kill
percentage,
anybody?
not grade, so...
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Takoyaki done that. I won!
You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation?
I
Still,
have died.
It doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient?
There was a weird system in my country for a while, so that comes up in my head when I see the stuff.
One of these is special.
That sounds very interesting.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
Which is why I confused the meaning of grade.
Going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one.
Oh!
But all of them are misshapen.
Aw, poor
Aren't you all
Yusuke.
going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one. Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you,
know-
want to go for the red one?
I'm in the Russian roulette.
Otherwise, the yearly thing makes more sense.
I would totally definitely do that.
Impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Here we go. Here we go.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
You see, you should have taken my glasses.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people.
To a festival with many people.
I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine. Does this imply that if Akechi played Russian roulette, he would immediately get the bullet?
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
No.
My throat. This is... Oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
Loki almost came out.
I know! You can hear it in his voice.
I just
It
love
even has the same crack.
Spicy stuff.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Hey,
It's such...
he sound broken to you?
See? It's such a well done scene. Like, hold on, I need to pull this back up.
My throat. This is...
Yeah, you can literally hear the crack. It's so close to him putting out his actual voice. It's so well done, and yet he's still just fucking, yep, I'm fine. I love the spicy. Yep, spicy. This is great. I love it. Fucking dying. Oh my god, you can see him shaking like a motherfucker.
Well then, I'll see you, tomorrow.
Oh my god! I'm fine. Walk away.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue?
Fucking explodes.
This isn't good.
I'll take the special
I keep
one.
suspecting every
Literally
little
just
thing.
eats the bullet.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same, too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow
That's
get him to be
literally
our
like the
source of
equivalent
intel.
of some guy just looking at a group of
I'm gonna
peppers,
pull this
grabbing
off
a
no
fucking
matter
ghost
what.
pepper and being like, this'll be fine, nom.
That Akechi guy.
I am again
When
not
he
speaking
got
for a noble
here,
reason. I really
didn't
wish I
he
could say
that
it.
Everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Man, we got the two best scenes, one after another.
I guess we got through
Yeah.
all of it okay? Yes, but
so
the
wonderful.
associated
Just the voice
mental
crack.
fatigue was
I can never
extraordinary.
get over how well it
Being
puts
cautious
together.
takes a
You
lot
can
out of
tell
you.
that he just wants to scream
Seriously,
out, why
I
would you
think
do
I'm as
this to
tired
me?
now as I am
Hey,
after
screw all of you.
midterms.
But he just smiles, walks
didn't
away,
mind any
it's
of that.
fine. I
I
love
just love
spicy.
seeing that detective
Nothing is
gulp
wrong.
down the special
Dying.
takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more?
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with
Akechi
stopping
is always
here.
Akechi, but
Why
that was the
don't we go
most
home and rest
Akechi
up?
scene, especially
We'll have
in the
to deal
original.
with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all.
I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh?
I mean, I truly do love Akechi. Hey, but from what I've seen, most Akechi fans just think he was like an innocent
Some foreshadow
boy. He
probably
was-
Magiddo Leoned later on.
Yeah, some people say that like Akechi was just like an innocent boy. Oh, he didn't do anything wrong. He was forced into his job. But no, that's not his
Let's head
character
back.
at all. His character is one to rip you a new one, and the second he gets the chance to smile and lie and just keep his composure, well, always plotting in the back of his head. Not innocent, in the slightest. And that's why I love him. Ooh, more stuff with Maki.
Yes. I...
So even Yusuke gets a therapy session. Okay, this is interesting.
everybody needs it, but still.
Quite. Indeed.
I will now be seen to get closer and closer. Eat my takoyaki! Oh god.
Hold on.
Oh no! Enthusiasm is appreciated. Allow me to see the cosmos. I'm glad they, like I said, I'm glad they found a way to work everybody getting into the counseling. Aw, not loud. Darn. Wait.
How about it?
Nani, nani.
Well then.
Head to head. Just fucking pulls out Goemon, takes out this. Our battle will be great. Kidding. Alright. Like I said, I'm glad we're getting this. Like, having everybody have at least one moment and where they really just let their heart be free is nice.
Well,
Also means that Maruki will understand
the church post.
the group better. Yes, the church post! I forgot about that. Oh, that's wonderful. What the hell are you two doing? Yeah, with Yusuke getting this moment here, this means he will have had a moment to actually get to understand each one of the thieves. Well, everyone except Pancakes, but, you know, that won't really be a problem by the time we meet him, will it? But no, having an established connection way before he becomes relevant in the end is a great story beat. It's something that you usually don't get to have in like any game where you have characters actually get to connect with every single one of your party members one-on-one, you know? This is sweet. As somebody who's actually had counseling before, I know it can do wonders.
Indeed.
Though, it doesn't help at all unless you try to help yourself.
Hello, I'm back.
Ah! Human!
Oh, yes.
Welcome back. I thought you were going to sleep.
Hello, Wing.
Going to go back in time just to see the crazy. Big oof.
I can't seem to fall asleep.
Insomniac like me, huh?
Alright, thank you.
I physically can't sleep at night, hence why I like to stream at night. I slept earlier today before I started streaming, so I'm fine now.
Well then.
After he is healed from freaking eating a bullet. Ooh, third time. He's always nice. Oh my god, yes! Oh, this is one of the cutest scenes I've ever seen. Oh, can I like zoom in or something? No, I can't. Oh no. Oh, I love it. Best girls eating together. That's great. Oh, it's soba. I had dry seaweed on my teeth. Oof.
You can view it properly in the Thieves' Den later on.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful. Since there are nights I can't leave the house, it's always nice to check this. Mr. Puff. I always used a real name for that. Mr. Puff. Man, these would have
I
been...
like how Tanaka's character has evolved since P3.
I never made that connection. Huh. I mean, yeah, looks-wise. Oh, we can't order from the blacklist yet. Let's see.
Oh.
Technically, I could do some training, but you get barely anything from doing it at home. And I think just having better defense is better than having high HP anyways. I guess I can check with Sojiro. I'm pretty sure you can't do anything with him. And I can't leave, right?
There's a random couch in Kikuchi which gives a one-time free guts boost.
Huh. Ain't that something? I really should be checking around Kenojima. Alright then.
I'll just add this.
Well, it's been a second since I saved, so let's make sure we get that done. Losing progress is always...
I don't know how to tell the exact location through chat.
Yeah, that would be kind of right. Oh, let's go ahead and play freaking Power Intermission.
Okay.
You can also find teachers in that area on Saturday night. It's a neat detail.
Oh.
Well, that was out of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, thank God I know the fucking Hadouken motion by literal heart by now. You can also find teachers in that area on Saturday night. It's a neat... You know what? That is a neat detail. Just talking to them sounds like a great idea. Get to learn a little bit more.
Nice.
In all honesty, it's my fault for not checking Kenojima. Or just because it's a new location, it obviously would have a lot of new stuff to it. Officer, look, we died.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see.
The crowd laughter sound effect sounds so weird.
It's as much as I'm allowed to
It's
say.
canned laughter, so what did you expect?
The internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. No, the police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then.
The powerful Hoodoo reverse card.
Do you think the Phantom Thieves are Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that would suck. Back when you work inside of investigation.
Okay.
You did not say that!
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No.
They should have put him in a car with Haru driving.
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. Yes? It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there,
in all
your
honesty,
appearance changes
I
as
wonder
well.
if he could keep
It's
his
because
composure
of those
during that.
mysterious powers, isn't it?
Even for a few
I
seconds.
found out about that world about a month
I
ago.
don't know anybody
This
who
had been
could.
installed onto my phone without
She
my
literally
knowledge.
made the fucking car do a flip. We've seen it in the loading screen.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
By the fact that they just use this technique in public,
the
do you think this implies that you can only see them fading in and out if you already have the nav
I can
yourself?
say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
Or did they just do it in public hoping everybody thinks that they were a mirage in the first place? We were a ghost. No, real question. And because this is a huge thing in Strikers specifically, where you literally do this in the middle of a shit ton of people, all walking around you, inside the middle of freaking, what is it, Kyoto? Yeah. So, what do you think? Can I not, like, notice if they don't have the app themselves? Or do they just assume that you'll think that they were a ghost? Because it has to be one or the other, right? Popping out of existence isn't very subtle, and it is explained that if you're too close to somebody, you suck them in with the teleport, so that's even more concerning? I guess it could be different with the nav inside of Strikers, because, you know, different nav. So at the very least, you might not have to worry about the sucking people in thing, but the disappearing thing is the same. Anyways, back to this.
So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case, but to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
I'll see him every day in the mirror.
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on.
It's probably like the platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter. Only wizards could notice the full thing.
I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about.
Okay, so it's kind of like you have to have at least some connection with cognitive science to notice. Good to know.
That's who killed President Okuma.
Iha.
Most likely.
Iha.
At the very least,
Yeah.
I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
I am leaving again. Good night.
This guy has a persona
Have a good
too?
night. Hopefully you can actually go to sleep this time, buddy. Hello. I am a cat.
I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about
Good
the
night.
metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But
Yes.
it is true that you know things that I don't.
That cat just talked.
Say,
Yes,
Morgana,
pancakes.
were
Yes.
you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure, and those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you
No,
will.
it's a deal.
This is the method
just
that
an
I believe is
ultimatum.
correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I see. I don't think it's a bad deal, though. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was
And I
definitely
look
worth
forward to
coming
actually
today.
getting to see you
For
inside the
various
next two
reasons.
events.
You
Which
should be
means we
getting
get to have
back.
events with you on a team.
About that.
That
I'm
leads to
sorry.
some interesting
Would it be
interactions.
acceptable
Hell yeah.
if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Okay. Now he's done the outsmarting. Morgana.
Hey, they're going.
Let's us do the outsmarting. Beep boop. Pancake, 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 pancake.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
I mean, we got what we wanted.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
Hold on. Look at Haru's face right there. That does not look like the face of sadness. That looks like the face of I don't even care anymore. Look at... I know it's blurry, so maybe you can't even see what I see, but look at Haru's face. This is the most I don't give a shit face ever. Just blank, frickin' half-eyed. Here we go.
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
She's just thinking about the shadow she's going to kill.
How am I supposed to calm down?
That's even more concerning.
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again. I
use my axe again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
You know, if I was better at editing, I totally would make a little video. It would just zoom in on that face and her thoughts.
Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom
Thieves. I hate this channel. Slam this button.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Wait, no.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
I need to confess my love!
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can.
Little known fact about me. Have a huge soft spot for redheads.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai.
And now, it's time.
I've already chosen Haru for this turn, so nothing's changing that, though.
The student sharing special.
P5 dancing reference coming up soon.
Wait, really? Okay, so they changed it up. I'm not mad about that.
Members of the dance club, come on down.
I've only ever played P4 dancing, so I have never, ever even seen anything about P5 dancing. I heard the reason it was bundled together as 3 was because it was as sloppily put together as possible, and I said, yep, you know what, no.
Let's do it.
The fact that there's an It's Showtime button means I must push it. It's showtime.
Very impressive, Senpai.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa's son, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
I guess this means I won't be able to confess my love to Ryuji and make the fucking meme joke anymore. Oh well. Who cares? This is great.
Hi, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
You will be.
I forget how good Morgana looks in all the anime cutscenes.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
I mean, when you have an ice skating version of Cinderella as your freaking persona, kinda makes sense you'd be a good dancer. Then again, I thought that she was a gymnast and his sister was the ice skater. Wait a second.
Crazy.
Is her persona... Never mind.
Both sisters were gymnasts.
Really? With a full ice-based leotard? Yeah, that certainly takes a lot out of you. Like, seeing her sister, that was the most generic ice skater clothes I've ever seen.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast. I feel like I danced my heart out back there. Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away.
Leotard is in gymnastics too, I think. Design can change based on theme of the routine.
Too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
I thought every single sport like that had their own, you know, uniform leotard. So I didn't expect such an extravagant one that would look like an ice skater dress has to be something you could wear as a gymnast.
Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you.
Then again, this is a game, so they like to take liberties with outfits, so understandable. Regardless of whether she was a gymnast or not, it would make more sense, seeing how her persona seems to represent her, for her to have the freaking ice skate stuff. Anyways. I'm going with Haru. Don't get me wrong, I love Ryuji, I love Mishima. I have already made my choice.
Alright, that was a great performance by the
Even though I won't get to confess my love of Yuji and make the main moment happen, though, as that.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said. Yes. I was looking forward to this party, so we should enjoy it.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special! Round of applause, everyone!
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you!
I choose you, Haruchan!
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up!
He's talking to me, isn't he?
There's nobody else that fits the thing.
Oh.
Come, come! Everyone's waiting!
Well, I'm going.
And your name is?
Just sit down and enjoy.
Komura-san?
Who else has hair like that? Profound,
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share.
I'm
I
interested.
have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Oh no. Change subject. Yeah, okay.
All these Pokemon to choose from and he shows awkwardness.
I ain't the button.
Like a hot knife through butter, a proposal cuts the silence.
Oh ho! What was that? Oh ho! Oh god, I think I broke her.
Okumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about.
Explodes.
Hi, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop?
Oh no, what have I done?
It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting.
Bravo, bravo.
This festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that. Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I had to say, My first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this.
Sweet.
I bought it earlier. Now then, let's go home.
Well, time to keep it in my inventory since it's a one-of-a-kind item. I want to know if anybody has ever eaten any of the freaking chocolate hits that you get at the end of the game. I would guess the answer is no, simply because I don't care how good the freaking effect is. I had to spend 100 hours getting it. It could make me invincible for the entirety of the freaking round. Still wouldn't use it.
Welcome home.
I hope no one has.
Somewhere during the festival, huh?
Agreed.
I tried to find you, but
if
I gave
anything,
up pretty
somebody's
quickly.
probably did it on accident and immediately
Daba?
reloaded a save.
What are you doing here in front of the store? I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon.
I feel like that would be one of
anyway,
those cringe
I was just thinking
videos
about
of
going
just
inside,
like
so your
how to
timing is
break
perfect.
somebody,
Let's go.
show them somebody eating one of the chocolates.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Oh.
Hey, If this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official.
Just real quick, so I'm not saying anything. This is just a really heartwarming moment, so not even I can talk over it.
My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I wasn't typing either.
If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
she was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal. Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here, some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Phew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened. Oh, I'm tired.
I mean, he physically couldn't have turned us in. If he turns us in, he turns Futaba in, and he would never do that, so... There's literally... You don't have to worry about that situation when you think about it. It's still really sweet. Easily goes
Sojiro
into...
does not know about myriad truths, it seems.
God damn it. Back out of fight cannot win. Myriad truth exists. Every single fight. Look, I like using every single tool a game gives me. Even I know that I should legally be allowed to have that under any circumstances.
We're gonna win. No.
Sorry. Hey, wait!
Yeah, I agree. With Futaba involved, Sojiro would never turn them in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, even without knowing the result, what kind of person in Sojiro is, there's one thing the game makes very obvious, and that he cares for Futaba. He cares for Futaba with all his heart, her safety, everything else. So he's also very smart. So if you think about the situation when he finds out, you shouldn't be worried at all just for the fact that if he turns you in, he basically turns Futaba in, which it would just be something you wouldn't do.
We shouldn't be able to.
Hey! Yep. Well then. Well then.
Adding a run button to non-palace was one of the best changes. It's such a small one. I appreciate it greatly.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it. I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen? That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Well, too late?
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
You see,
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief.
The fact that he really does
proceeds to do just that.
I know, right? And there's no option for like,
did you see?
Sorry to worry you, but
perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
No, we still got a little while before the curtain falls. And then they immediately yank the curtain directly back out.
Great!
Like seriously, they take the curtain, they catch it on fire, rip it to shreds, say no.
I wonder what Senkichi is doing at this time.
Much later than I expected. I guess I'll stop the stream once we actually get to the palace then, instead of once we started. But, you know, before I started, you get the point. I am speaking words, I swear! I mean, I think Senkichi would already have been a freaking ally at this point. Because he always did seem to like the Phantom Thieves. Not in the way that he does after he meets them, but like in a way that he would believe that they're not exactly, you know, bad people. Senkichi himself is a smart guy.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated
Not
as
even
actual
counting,
criminals.
Yeah, not even counting the part that we're in a game.
Remember
We
how
have
those what ifs animations
superpowers.
before?
Yeah.
All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah,
The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No. Because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly...
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Almost.
Ryuji,
You're not allowed to
taking
do
out
that
your
yet.
Frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a giant opinion meter in the bottom right, game
So
baits
caught
you.
up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot. I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults.
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Mata.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like
And
we
then they
settled
hear
on
about
what
some
we
delicious
wanna do.
pancakes.
All that's left is how we go about it.
Way to cut the tension like a knife, buddy. Ooh, that was pretty good.
Hey, it's me.
Nani.
About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
It's okay, buddy. You're not allowed to say the F word till strikers.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida.
Just so you know, we will be celebrating that
Even
moment.
someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
It's okay, we almost turned into Akira. I get how you feel.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I'm glad we get that, like, super high-end badass chicks first with An and frickin' Makoto, and then we get the softer ones after, the more stereotypical. It's a nice balance. And Yusuke's Yusuke. That's good.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Stay calm. Have pancakes.
Okay.
Pancakes should be available soon.
Boy. That's great.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Probably should have saved before this.
Oh!
Okay, simple enough.
Oh!
That was quick.
Okay.
Kind of funny when you play fighting games long enough, motions like that literally just become second nature to you.
Nice.
You into fighting games at all, buddy? Oh, sorry. Nah, probably should stop calling you buddy at this point.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late.
Alright, fine. I'll get you something next time I
The
go out,
government as
okay?
it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this.
I have played a bit of Injustice 2, Fighters and some Tekken and Street Fighters.
Let us end
I'm a major Tekken fan. Mark is really good at fighters.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing.
Have not really dedicated too much time into any of those though.
I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting
Well,
for
you have
him.
to find a game you
Well,
genuinely enjoy to ever think about, you know, dedicating time into it. Otherwise, it's just fun. For example, I play Guilty Gear here, and Fighter is a little bit, but
when you
only
say
for
that
fun.
you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures.
Come on, stop wanting him dead, guys.
I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Justice?
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
SAD's Palace is my second favorite.
Learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life.
Second favorite.
She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're
Let me
particular
guess,
about
the
being
new
just, you're willing
your
to get your
favorite?
hands dirty?
Because
It can't be
Sai-san's
helped in
Palace
order
is
to ascertain
usually
the truth.
almost
There's
everyone's
also
favorite.
one more merit in changing Sai-san's
And for good
heart.
reason, too.
She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation
You
has a
either
change
love
of heart.
Kamoshida's Palace the
It'd show
most,
their
or
corruption.
usually Sai.
All that's left
There are
from
some
there
people
is
who
for
have
me
unique
to discover the
opinions.
identity of the true culprit.
So I would imagine the only thing that would be higher than those would be the newest
What do you
one.
mean?
Because I would imagine they would have put
You're
a lot
gonna
of
tell us
effort
to
if it's
announce
only
our
one.
disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society.
You can already see the effort with how much extra development the ruler gets.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
I mean, the fact that they go out of their way to develop
Doesn't he
the
remind you of
character
us?
throughout the entire game. They kind of do that with Shida, but he mostly gets his development towards the beginning, a couple things, like very small things in the middle, and then he gets his thing before his palace and at the end of it, and then he kind of cuts off. This game does seem to actually have his political speeches more prominent in the earlier chapters, as you can see he's doing it a lot here now, but still, Shido himself doesn't get that much development and until his actual chapter. So it's nice to have a character who gets development throughout the game very slowly and organically. And the game goes out of your way to encourage you to yourself to actually go and make sure,
I can't really explain it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't
We're
you
similar,
cooperate with me on the mission to change
laughing
Sai-san's
internally.
heart?
You fools. You nothing like me, die.
was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
If you don't rank Maruki up to 9 before Nov 1-8, the game ends like the base game, so that's why they encourage you to do it.
But the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart.
Huh.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
That's
Why didn't you tell us?
interesting.
It was too selfish
I thought
of
the
a
most
reason.
important one would have been Kasumi.
I was too
So it's
scared
interesting
to
that the
look any
game would just
further
end
into
like
it
the
on
base
my own.
game without both pieces
Why
being
don't we try
assembled.
going there now to scope the place out?
Guess you can't have
a
one
lot
without
of
the
this
other,
will
huh?
be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry. I actually have plans today.
So every one of
I
the
see.
Phantom Thieves has to actively do
unfortunate.
his therapy.
Will you tell your
And if
sister
you
about
refuse
this?
to do it,
Of course
then the story
not.
can't progress
It's
if
just-
not each one is taken to
You
pieces
seem awfully
necessary.
evasive today.
Interesting.
Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
The doing this confident thing will make more sense soon.
Me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
And that's not all.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus.
What can you say? I haven't drunk the
Seems
high
you're
hell.
completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Mata.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
This really is the, ultimate head showing of your character. Because this is implied to take place over only a couple hours, and yet you managed to fully max out a Confidant within that time. Seriously, 6 ranks. Probably in the span of 2 hours is 3 at most, that she doesn't have much time. I don't think there's a greater feat in this entire game.
All right.
No, I'm I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Yeah, no one ranks up that.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in the palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Bruh.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Say that's present.
Don't fall for it. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
Pancake, 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 pancake.
There's some things which suggest they had initially added a romance option for SAE in Royal, but it was cut.
I mean, that would have been incredibly hard to pull off. Also really cool. But at the same time, I feel like that would be a reward to a player who does the least, since it's forced to go up. So that's a decent reason to not have it. I always like to look at things logically.
Valentine's Day event where they all beat you up would have been even more awkward.
My sister. I think somebody would have pulled out a taser at that point.
Both sisters would realize what is happening.
I know, right? My sister, oh dear God. If you didn't deserve it beforehand, you deserve it then.
That event is fully voiced in Royal, by the way.
Wait, really? I never even, looked it up. I've never even gotten it. I always knew it was a thing, because it's that thing always. But I might look it up after this playthrough now, just because that sounds amazing.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Really?
For real?
I thought after one playthrough I'd be fine.
Time limit is November
If IT has Kasumi, you will get spoiled.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
Really? Does she have, a special thing for New Game Plus? Do I have to beat this game twice to understand Kasumi?
I concur. And we should probably get going soon.
Like I said, I would do it after I beat the game,
like us
not
standing
anytime
around here is
beforehand.
quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted. You're so lucky.
This should have been a
so
dead
sorry.
giveaway.
Until recently,
I did not hear the
Dabo
after part,
was
sorry.
actually,
Oh.
Well...
Yeah, no.
It's
I
okay.
won't look up anything
Sai-san
about
told me the
Royal,
gist.
not even like stuff I've already completed until I'm done with Royal.
With
Because
everyone, too.
Royal is everywhere.
Not just me.
It's kind of a no-duck
That's
kind of
true.
thing.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
Otherwise, that would
Got a
be
good
the pot talking
personality
to the
and
kettle
good
when it
looks.
comes to
Talk about
Mike.
cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
I always have to
We
want
need
to
to
mark
figure
you
out
when
what
it comes to
Makoto Sis
Danganronpa
thinks this
content, so he doesn't get
courthouse is,
himself
right?
spoiled.
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
I mean, the
There are
arena's
other
technically
competitions
right.
besides fighting and sports.
Gambling then.
YouTube randomly recommended me spoilers for a game at one
a
point.
racetrack for horses?
That's
Other
YouTube in a
than that,
nutshell, and
there's
that's pain and
pachinko,
suffering. You
but
always have to go
does
into a
that
game
count as
early,
gambling?
like when it comes out.
You play
unless-
cards
if
during
you
the
don't,
sports
you'll
fair.
always get spoiled. And even then, sometimes people do
What
it
else
early.
is there? It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
But yeah, like I was just saying, that
Well,
the arena's
time we head
technically
in
not
then.
wrong. It's just only part of it. Why did they change that? Personally, I love that entire segment. It's one of my favorite segments in the entire game. It was one of the easiest segments when I was doing my Joker-only playthrough, but, you know.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
It's still there.
That's it, huh?
Sweet.
What's going on here?
It's a small moment,
We are
but I
looking
love
at
it.
the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
I don't know if they have changed its difficulty though.
I mean, it was so well done in the last one. Like, beforehand, it gives you things like Rajanaga, which were immune to physical attacks, and you would be dealing with things like Sora, which would have charge and, like, high-powered physical attacks. But at the same time, it would be weak to lightning, so you would have to balance it out with the other personas you would have gained from this area,
Courthouse
if you
is a
hadn't already,
casino.
you know, used your own.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
It was such a well-thought-out
Isn't that-
part of the freaking
The police
palace, which
station,
is why I love
yes.
it so much.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police
Yeah,
station's
we
also
know
part
that.
of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
God, there's so many
Well
dead
then,
giveaways, and I
let's
love
head
it
into the
so
courthouse.
much. It's such a beautifully well put together segment.
Ruji was onto something there.
Now then.
So, yeah, we don't need him to tag along, but we may as well.
Do you have a moment? Oh? That settles it.
No point in switching you in yet, but may as well have you with me. Personally, I absolutely love his outfit.
Wait!
Yeah, let me get this side. He's always had my favorite of all of the freaking splash cuts after the all-out attack, so that's gonna be great to see again.
Do you like his other outfit?
Oh, the like post-Loki outfit?
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means
I
that's
don't
what
know
he
if
thinks a rebel looks
I mean,
like.
I like it. That's a no doubt.
No.
But I don't know if I
This
like
is
it
my
more than his
mental image
original.
of a
The fake
person
one
who
just
sticks to their justice.
fits nicely.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly
Well, we don't get much
unsupported.
time with the other one to judge too much, to be fair.
Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's
Like I told you, I've seen a
palaces, we had to
screenshot
battle
of like
them.
somebody
People
using his
may
other
look
outfit,
normal,
but they
we
were like
should be
in the
careful.
metaverse. So I'd imagine that you get a
Particularly those in
costume for him
positions of power.
for his like other one.
Is this what you have to go through every time? This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will
So once
not
I get the
allow
costume,
that
I'll
to
take a
happen.
closer look.
Okay.
This getup is
Time we
so
head
absurdly
inside.
fancy.
Our deadline for
Mixed
this
in with the fact
infiltration
that
is
Robin Hood
November
is like the
20th.
most generic
Any
fucking
later
thing
and
you
we'll
can
get
come up
caught in
with.
reality. Of course,
Everything
we'll
is
need to
so
secure an
perfectly well
infiltration
done.
route before we send out the calling card.
Even
As
the
always.
kanji for Crow is
So the
perfect.
calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
Yeah, it's probably just a costume.
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I mean, that was the only thing I could think of. It's kind of like how they add the P5 outfits, or P5 dancing outfit hits as DLC. So, of course, now they would add the same thing, and since it was in the metaverse, you can bring him over there. Speaking of which, I need to do that. So, since we have plenty of time, we should bring him over here to the metaverse to see all the things he says with the rest of the team. You know, I've heard this song so much for such an absurdly long amount of time.
Some people also use save editors.
Yeah, I've heard this song so much for such an absurdly long amount of time, and yet I still love it.
mean, I've always had my suspicions about whether or not they've done something different with it, him inside the Royal Edition. But I think the way it was done in the original was already perfect, so I don't really think of anything else.
Welcome.
To get the other version, so don't think about the presence of the costume too much.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down, and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
Whee! Oh, I only meant to jump down once. Can I get back up? You can't jump back twice. I wanted to see if there was anything up there. Oh well. How you doing, lady?
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Oh, I knew they could teleport around in their own powers. I didn't know they could teleport their own freaking minions with them.
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get after her, Joker.
Since we're not really in the palace, that's why I'm just walking so much. I always just like to chill unless I'm actually in danger.
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's fun.
I can feel it.
So, another statistical question. Do you think that Pancakes over here can use multiple different types of guns? Like, he uses a laser gun, which makes sense, and he has more control over the cognitive field than we do, so he's able to use less realistic weapons, as if they were realistic. However, here's the thing. Inside of the Akrumura moment, Akrumura gets shot by a bullet, not by a laser. Which does make me wonder, was he using a pistol at that moment, like how we use it? Can he use multiple different types of guns and didn't want him to show any tracings back? I mean, interesting concept if you ask me. Hey.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears
His weapon might change with the form he's using.
Of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a
would
players
think that
club.
it would
Some
be weaker
locations
if he
even
went
have
to like
areas
a
cordoned
conventional
off for particular
weaponry.
ranks of player.
The reason he uses the fancy
Considering
weaponry
the
he
setup of
uses
this
is,
place,
like I just said,
I thought things may be
he has
similar
much
here.
higher control over the cognitive
That'll
world
make this
itself.
shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but
A shadow!
as I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all.
I have high expectations. No, seriously. Hey, like, your moveset in the original game kinda sucked. You got Heat Riser and Debilitate, which were great things, except Haru also got Heat Riser.
It seemed to look like a similar weapon in both cases.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Always gotta be a fancy ass.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
This is... Okay, I have to say this. One of my favorite things that they've, like, done is, like, it was the one thing that Akechi brings to the game that you just didn't really have was the fact that he had less skills. Because here's the thing: yes, there's no other curse users, but you yourself are supposed to be the curse user by sending all that. So they expect that from you. So you have every other attribute filled out by your party members except Bless. And then you have him come along and he feels the Bless role. And yeah, let's be honest, even though he does learn Almighty skills, they kinda suck in comparison to the Bless skills because that's what his role was filling. But when you lose him, you also lost your access to Bless, which means you had to both fill the role of a Curse and Bless user yourself. Which really sucked. But now that we have Kasumi, she'll fill the role of Bless after his time to shine. So, by itself, just her attribute it fixes that entire problem, and I love that. Anyways.
Now, Robin!
Your opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Coming! There.
Holy shit!
Persona!
You reflect curse attacks, don't you? Alright. Yeah, the laser gun and the laser sword. Things that would only be possible if you had extreme control over the cognition of others to make them seem realistic. Because that's how the damage actually works. The more threatening your weapon works, the more damage it does.
Whoa, looking good.
There's a crit. Oh, that's cool! He doesn't actually pull out a gun for his crit. He just right pierce stabs
you.
You will
understand my pain and sacrifice someday.
Okay, we get it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Bazinga. I love this show-off little asshole. That's such the most little shit thing you can see anybody ever do. Just a little dance into yeah. Look at me. Look at me. Wonderful. Okay, sorry. But no, that is cool that his crit thing doesn't actually involve his gun like all the other ones. Once again, just showing the skill. Hey, I have an excuse to listen to this song now. We get to look at Akechi now. And yes, I'm calling Akechi now. Now that we actually have him in the metaverse.
I like his all-out attack thing too.
I haven't seen Katsumi's, I don't think. Maybe I did? I can't remember for the life of me. All I know, nothing's gonna beat the he'll dance in the yeah! I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if you've played Smash at all. There's only one thing I wish they would have done. They did him basically perfectly, and I wouldn't change the ultimate hit to the other move that people wanted. All I wish is that when you use the all-out attack, the splash image was a different character each time. Because then you could get some hilarious stuff there. Like, if I could get the little beatbox dance on Mario, yes. Okay, fine, I'll move on.
That would have been a cool detail.
Yeah. Everything else I think they did perfectly. Hey, from the end screen and victory screens, it was very, very well done. All I wish is that if you would have finished somebody with the Foul Smash, you could have gotten somebody different for the actual splash cut at the end each time. Would have been a neat reference. I still just like the idea of freaking Akechi coming down to his little beatbox dance on Mario. Also the only one without any actual color on his thing. I mean, brown is technically a color, but yeah. Guess I could just be at the hey of every one of the other ones getting taken. Pink, blue, green. If I feel like it.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay.
It's already in flames.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Yeah, but more people have taken notice of us now that we're the villains. Ah, my stuff. Ah, my other thing. Ah, my other thing. Ah, my other thing. Ah, my other thing. Ah, sweet. There's the black rope. I'm gonna have 3 of each.
Please remember what I said about Akechi's confidant in case I am not around for the next stream.
Oh, no, that's no problem. So that's what the expected level is. I could probably insta-kill some of the enemies in the palace, but not all of them. I guess. Anyways, with that, we're cutting the stream there, since tomorrow is going to be the big day where we go through the dungeon. Thank you very much for popping in. Now I need to figure out what to do for the rest of the night. I can't sleep. It's sad because I want to just go through the palace, but I know I need to take this bit by bit. You know what I mean? Regardless, thank you so much for joining me again, and I can't wait to see you again in the next one. I'm having a great time.